So you didn't need to see this bit, but the interior now is in high build primer. Luckily the high build primer that I've got is like a white primer, it's a little bit grey. You see everything is taped up, masked up, so we get no overspray anywhere other than on where we need it to. Carbon roof's all taped up as well, all the windows, the dash, the whole lot. So you can see how nice the primer's come out. So we're going to give that 24 hours to dry, give it a sand over tomorrow, and then we get the white paint over the top. So if you remember in the last episode, we had a RS500 splitter that I showed you. I really wasn't happy with the quality of it. So we sent that one back and we paid for this one, which was about twice the money. But this one is so much better. The other one didn't get done in a mould. It looked like it was just done on a car. It was just bare fiberglass. But look at this one. The quality of this one is so much better. So this was done with proper black gel coat. I mean, you could literally polish that up and it wouldn't hardly even need painting. Whereas the other one, it was just primer over fiberglass. This one is so much better quality, and it was made off of a genuine RS500 splitter rather than done just off of a Sierra bumper. So this is the splitter we're going to use now. We're going to work out how to mount it up. But yeah, I just wanted to show you a quick update on that so you could see why it was so much better. So as I already showed you in the previous vids, we're using a diamond white, same colour as the car, in 2K. Obviously using a 2 hardener as well, 2K hardener. This is a fast hardener as well, so it dries nice and quick. Also, before you use any 2K paints, make sure that you've got a proper mask. This is a 2K compliant mask. You should really use an air-fed mask, but if you ain't got a compressor to run it, don't bother. Mix it up into a cup like this. You can see all the different details on the side for the different litres. Also, I've got a primer gun, I've got a spray gun. So always make sure before you pour the paint out into the mixing cups that it's all mixed up thoroughly and all the paint colour is universal and nothing's settled to the bottom before you put the hardener in. Right, so now the inside is all painted up, looking really fresh again. See how good it looks, how fresh it's going to look. So it's time to be able to install the roll cage. Just untaped it all. So this is the big unveil for the roll cage. What colour do you think we went for? So everyone that I see in the comments, they were saying this cage is going to go red. So you was absolutely wrong. We went with bright blue, as close to Arden blue as possible. So you can see it's like a royal blue, as you would say. And it's going to contrast against the bright white absolutely amazingly. So we're going to put it up against the paint, show you what it looks like. So what do you think of that? A bit of a surprise. Instead of going the red, we're going to do the strut brace, the red strut brace. That's going to be painted in, powder coated in this colour as well. You can see the finish, it's all been blasted. It's come out really good. So this is a new powder coat that we're using. It's a local one, and they had the turnover really quick. That's why we used it. So now you can see how good that's going to look in the back of that. And on top of that, we have some wind deflectors. Been after these for a while. Obviously we ain't got plastic windows now, we've got wind up ones, so these are perfect for it. So we've got some nice Hayco deflectors, and these actually are a nice touch as well. They look good in the car. But if you don't know what these are for, it's so that you can open the window maybe 2 inches on the motorway and you don't get blasted with air, but you still get a nice cool fresh breeze in. So these are obviously made by Hayco. You can see that's the part number if you're looking for them. Didn't really know these existed for the car, but we had a look, found them online, so we bought a pair. You can see how good that the paint match is, or the powder coat matches between the wheel caps. Also, we got some brand new safety devices stickers. These are from Safety Devices themselves, so they're proper genuine ones, just to touch up the cage, just to give it a little bit of contrast to the black. So obviously, unfortunately, the paint is still going to be dry, and even that's a 2K paint and it's a hardener paint. It's touch dry now, but it's not fully hard, so we can't really bulk down the cage into it. So also this strut brace is going to come off, and we're going to have that powder coated, the same colour blue. The red just don't go in this engine bay, there's nothing red on the car, so that will look good. So this is going to be going to a show next weekend. I'll let you know what show it's going to be at, so we know it's 100% going to be there in the week. We'll probably get another episode up. Not 100% sure whether it's going to have the new bumpers and that on it yet. We're going to try, but obviously with work and everything you run out of time. But the cage will definitely be in there. So really happy with how the interior's coming out now, with the powder coated cage, the fresh interior painted with the flock dash, the cool new steering wheel, got the door cards, got some panelling as well that's going to be going in beforehand. It's going to cover up these holes. So anyone who's watched this car from the beginning on the channel will know how much work has gone into the car just to get it to this state. So you know these floor pans were absolutely rotted out. They had holes everywhere, there was rust everywhere. It's come a massive way in the 8 months or so that we've been working on it. So I'm just going to get to untaping the rest of the bits now, and then we can get this cage in. So massive improvement over the previous floors that were all rotted out. You can see everything's in there now, solid as a rock. You don't see many RS turbos with floor pans like that. And there the rear section of the roll cage is in. So you can see now how the blue go against the white, how nice that looks. Just much better than just a black cage that was in there, just a little bit of a better look. You can see it a lot more through the window. We also do have a blue Cobra Sabring, pretty much brand new bucket seat that we was thinking about putting in there, because now we've got the blue cage that's going in. You're going to see me put in the rest of the cage now. Now we've got the blue cage going in there. The blue seat will actually contrast really well, because you know you've got the blue theme going on. So we're going to think about putting that in there. We'll have a look, see how it looks when we sit it inside. So it's just really about reassembly now, obviously. So I'm just going to put all the eyelets back into the places that they've got to be for the Sabelt harnesses. I'm going to get the seats in before I get this front part of the cage in. Also going to untape all the handbrake and the wiring. Right, so that's the driver's side seating. So your car's looking a bit more complete now. So just going to get this front half of the cage in. It's probably going to sit like that with one seat in it. For the show, might put the passenger seat in and pull it out while I'm there. So I'm going to get this front half of the cage in now, all the eyelets and everything's in. So the front part of the cage is in now. It's a bit difficult to see it because the light's started to fade, but in the bright sunlight you're going to see it nicely. It's a good view through there. We're going to put another sun strip on the top, because the sun strip we put on previously, I wasn't happy with the quality of it, so I'm going to get a better quality one for that. So I've just stuck a light inside the car so you can see the cage a lot better, because the light's fading now. And you can see how good that blue cage looks. Going to get the safety devices stickers on there as well, give the car a quick clean up. So we're going to get the wind deflectors on now. I'm going to get the trim as well around the door, because at the minute there's no trim. We took the trim off to paint it. And just get the car back together. There's a lot of tidying up needs doing. So in case you didn't know, that these Hayco deflectors are so easy to fit. You can see there's a little bit of double-sided sticky tape on either end. Ideally that's not even needed. Most of the time that dries up and it doesn't work anyway. And then you've got these little clips here, and they go between the window frame. So you push them up, there's two on each side, and it basically just sandwiches that deflector up against the window frame. So I'll quickly show you, but it's one of the easiest jobs you can possibly do. So it's the simplest case. You can see that you just slide these deflectors up into the window frame like that, and you push them in all the way round. So obviously I have to do this two-handed, and then once they're pushed in like that, just get your clips, and I'll just use a flathead screwdriver, and then the clips will go up the top here in between the wind deflector and the frame. So I just normally put one like there, one like there. So I'm going to do that quickly and I'll show you, and then it'll be tight as anything. That way it won't fly off when you open the window on the motorway. You can see there's one clip up there, and there's another clip along the top here. And then now you literally, if you've got electric windows, you're going to need to adjust how they go up, because obviously they'll go up and want to come back down thinking someone's fingers in there. But there you go, so the window's up, and that's how they're going to look. So it's I do like them. They make the car look a little bit more aggressive. If you look from the side, you see they sort of poke out a little bit, as opposed to the stock window that has nothing there. So there you go, the car's coming together massively now. Loads of little bits added. Car needs a desperate wash, obviously. You can see how clean the interior's looking now. So as I say, it's probably going to sit there with one seat in it, and then we're going to pull out the passenger seat. So that's what the wind deflectors look like in the daytime, and it just allows that little bit of extra modern technology where you can just open the window to about there, let some fresh air in there, especially when you're on track and you're not allowed to have the windows open. So the interior is looking really good now. We've still got the door bars as well to go across they're still in black at the minute because I've got to do some modifications. So I've got to modify this bracket, because now that I've spaced out the legs a little bit, these are a little bit further along, a little bit further out than they would be normally, for better clearances. But the problem with that is the distance from there to there is probably about an inch and a half longer, so these bars don't bolt straight on anymore. So I'm going to modify this bracket. I'm going to bring the bracket out to about here, and then that will allow this to bolt onto. So we get these door bars powder coated at the same time as the front strut brace. So I've got to move the car, and it ain't been started up for a little while, so I thought I might as well give it a start up. Everyone likes to hear a bit of exhaust noise. See, it just starts up first time. Everyone likes a bit of exhaust noise, so thought I'd start it up quickly. So I've got a new microphone, so I'm hoping that the exhaust notes come out a little bit better. That's not what we want, it's going to get stone chips and damage everywhere throughout the year. But it's already presentable, so it looks good from like 5 foot distance. So just going over it in a minute.
You're
Some,
wondering,
plastic
we're waiting, when does our life begin? I'm flying, you're walking, we're going somewhere, we're in between. Your day and light, I'm night.
Just want to get this car bumper into a uniform colour so that we can see any marks and damage that needs to be taken out before we put the high build primer over the top. So we're just filling in the holes from the back with the parent material. You can be using plastic welding to do it, because you get the odd cracks along the bottom of these bumpers. You can see we've plastic welded them from the back so they're as solid as the parent material. When you do this, you've got to use the actual plastic off of the bumper that you're using, or a suitable substitute. So the filler material we're using is this stuff. You've seen me use it in other videos. U-Pulse 706. One of the best filler materials. You can see this got crushed in transit, but I've got another one. This stuff is really flexible, absolutely perfect for bumpers. You see, perfect for any plastics, any high density plastics, ABS, any of them. Again, put another skim coat over the top. So you can sand it back. Most of the prep's done. Once that's done, I'm going to go over it with a couple of coats of thick high build primer. That way we can get it flatted down, get some white 2K paint over it, over the top, and get it on for the weekend. So I'm going to end out this episode now. Let us know in the comments what you think of the new interior, the new cage design. So we've got a new ECU as well for the car. Just ain't got it in at the minute, so we're still on level 8. Yeah, so looks pretty good even without the spoiler on the back. Bit of condensation. It's a nice humid day today.